Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm just sitting in my garden having a cup of tea. I've just finished my tea because it's 5:45 now. I'll be going out at 6:30 to my bingo, but I'm just having a little bit of time in the garden before I go. And I've had a couple of visitors today, a young couple. They were paid to do it, but I paid them to come in and do my things in my garden because it was just getting too much for me, and my granddaughter's too busy with work and that, and her partner started work, Craig started work now, so they're not around to just do whenever I want them to do it. Because Sheila would come any time, but when she's not working she's looking after the kids. So they've tidied up my garden lovely for me, so I'm going to show you. I'll just turn my tablet around so you can see. That's up the top of my garden. And you can see, well, the sun's going down the garden now as well, which what happens in my garden. My rhubarb patch over there, it's gone to seed because I haven't been bothering with it. In fact, I've still got tubs in my freezer off last year. And you can't see it because it's a bit dark beside the wheelbarrow, but there's a blackberry bush in the corner of my garden. It's crept in from outside, but it's got a lot of flowers on, and I'm going to keep it until I get some blackberries off it. Need some jam. The rest of the garden, some of it turned over already. I might shove some potatoes in. I might get some late potatoes. And back to me again. It is a little bit windy today. No, it has, but there wasn't a cloud in the sky all afternoon. But I'm glad I seen the young couple that were doing the girl next door, they were doing her garden, and I seen them in and asked them if it was a job or whether they were just friends doing it, but it was a job, so they came in and did mine for me. They still need a lot of things doing to it. They're doing the front garden as well, but I sat outside doing a little bit knitting while I was out here, just sitting watching them. At least I'll be able to keep up with it now. There's not so much bending up and down because it was getting the weeds out that was killing me. I was having to bend up and down all the time, and I can probably do a bit more digging. I've had one part dug over. They've just pulled all the weeds out and softened some of the soil here and there for me. But down the bottom here, down there, I used to grow strawberries. It was my strawberry patch. Until the rabbits started coming into my garden, I had to give it up. It was because of there used to be a scrapyard behind the trees and that where my garden is. I have a cycle path runs along outside my garden, and there's a lot of trees, and there used to be a scrapyard. Well, they pulled the scrapyard down and they built that was when they made the Riva cycle path, and they got rid of a lot of rubbish, and they built a lot of houses, and all the rabbits lost their homes, didn't they? All their burrows and that, so they started coming into my garden. Because I think my garden was one of the only ones along here that had any food in for them to eat. But they seem to have gone the last maybe 18 months. I haven't seen any. With a bit of luck I might start growing my strawberries again. Hopefully I'll get some out of the patch dug over that they pulled all the weeds and that out, because some of the weeds were terrible. only really those ones with the long tap roots. They're probably off the dandelions that you cannot get rid of. But anyway, I'm going to go in and get ready for my bingo in a minute or two after I finish my cup of tea. Get sorted out for bingo. It's just a lovely night, so I thought I would sit here and do a little video because I haven't done one today. And I have been, Kate from the last homely house gave me a link for a thing that you can put on your computer called Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. That's what she said I should do that because of all the patterns I'm giving away. So I put it on my computer, but I think if you're using a tablet or a phone, I don't think you can see it because I can't see it on there unless you go into the about part of my channel, and then there's a link to it there, but I can see it on my main computer. So I put it on. I've done what Kate advised and put the buy a cup of coffee on for anybody that might want to buy me a cup of coffee for all my patterns I've been giving away, because I will be doing a lot more. I have been sorting more patterns and that out. But that's just a little bit for now. I'm going to go and get myself ready, and then I'll be away out 6:30. And I did have to blow a tyre up on my car. One of those little icon things on your dashboard thing came up on my screen. You know, the little round thing like that with a little jagged thing on the bottom, which is the tyre. And I only blew it up about 2 weeks ago because it needed blowing up a couple of weeks ago as well. But I must have a very slow puncture because it was up again yesterday. So I've blown the tyre up today and it was really way down. It's the passenger side behind the driver's seat that seems to be that one. So I'm probably going to have to go to a garage because I do not have a spare tyre. When I bought this car, I wished I'd realised there wasn't a spare tyre, because I would have taken my tyre out of the my other car and put it in. And all they give you is the thing for to fix a puncture, which I don't want. I want a tyre. So anyway, I'm going to have to go to the tyre place and I'll get them to sort the tyre out and put a proper spare in for me, because I wasn't happy about that. But anyway, give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you and let you know what else I get up to. So bye for now.